Alright, so this is one of the mini games. It's called Space Explorer. I thought it was kind of cool. Watch this. Let's see how long I can get. Let's see how far I can get. I don't know. Will I get that far? I have no idea. Maybe. As you can tell, it gets narrow till, you know. Oh no, I mean, we're not doing that bad. It is getting narrow. Starting to swing a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh no! So I got 6460. That's what I ended up getting, but of course that's just inside the Apes Tavern, in case you guys didn't know. Now, something that I figured I'd show you. So let's take a look at some of these. So for Banana Fight, right? Pretty straightforward. All you gotta do, more or less, is just go straight for the center and get the double X. And, I mean, again, very basic minigame. But the idea and premise is relatively simple. You just want to basically hog the center. And then as soon as you get big enough, start eating people. That's really about all there is to it. I'll be honest. Like, now I'm just gonna chase and eat. That's like literally 90% of the game now. All this does is ensure dominance. And basically ensures that none of these guys have a chance. Now he's next. And so now my fate is sealed. They're pretty much screwed. I have control of the situation now. Obviously you want to avoid division if you can help it. Or push somebody into it anyway, if you can. And boom, bada bing. Like, relatively simple. Now this reward here, you want to hit the 4x. So, in that case I only got 50 CDs, but okay, and then once again, same exact thing. It just basically rinse repeat. And again, this is just like one of the mini games that they have, so the bomb, it's really straightforward. You just get near somebody and then it'll explode and knock them. But again, not terribly necessary by any means. Now we're gonna go ahead and squish these guys. But that's relatively safe. Wouldn't be surprised though if these are bots. They're not very capable bots though. They're like somewhat intelligent, but not very intelligent. It's actually kind of hilarious when you knock them off the map though. And obviously the ape has like various different stages of like transformation. I've seen some pretty cool ones though. But like after this, it's pretty much all downhill from here for them. As you can tell, we're just going to pretty much mollywop. They don't really have a chance. And once again, I'll try to draw on the 4x if we can. So like there we got a 3. So, I mean, pays out pretty well though if you consistently do that. Now this, basically the goal is to basically get to the other side. So the way I do this is I get to about 100, and then I start jumping on the other side. Sure, you could probably do it with less, but once you get to about 100, then you can usually sideswipe it. So at this point, I'm close enough that I think I can go. So I'm going to go ahead and make a swing for it. And you can kind of see why it like drops you quite a bit. But once you get there, then you can hit it 2x even sometimes if you're lucky. And again, same principle. As long as you're above 100, you're okay. These. The trees pay out in tens, so grabbing these are a no-brainer. And again, if you're over 100, then yeah, you can just pretty much mollywop your way out of it. And like that, boom. I mean, relatively easy. It's not. But again, the idea here is to get the 4x. Like that. You get 200 CDs every time you hit a 4x. Obviously, in a game like this, CDs do eventually add up, so it's nice that you can kind of earn these without having to spend, which is kind of nice. Obviously, there are options too, though, like you can see at the top. Okay, so now we've got 115, so we'll just go ahead and jump across. Just run on the way through here. There's another 4x. And then this is like one of the last stages. Right now, you gotta stay alive. Again, not any more different than what you were doing before. The only difference between this one and the others is you actually have to intentionally pick up bananas. But stay away from the giant that is around you. That's basically the name of the game. Don't get squished. I still like to hug the middle as much as I can. Again, getting bomb, it's still useful here. In this case, obviously not so much. But if he tries to rush you, you can do this. So, actually make him smaller using the bomb. Unless you get too close, like that. Get too close, it's no bueno. Darn, I missed it. 150 there, but still, the idea and principle is still the same. Okay, now once again. Yeah, so here he's a little too close, so I'll stay away. Try not to get completely yoinked if I can help it. Funny here. As you can tell, he's getting a little uncomfortably close. Try to stay away. And like that. Once again, I missed it. Alright. And then let's see if we can get there in time. Yeah. Got upper hand here, I think. I just want to avoid the bomb guy, though. Bomb guys are always the worst. Oh, like there. I want to get the 2x if I can. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's like right as I see the 3x there, then I gotta click. Oh, shit. Okay. Almost got me there. Banana shield's not really all that helpful, but serves a purpose, I guess. Here, my magnet. Because you generally just end up hogging center, more or less. It's really all you do. It's funny is this is just like one of those mini games though that it's just a thing, you know. It's like literally that is the game, more or less. One of the very many mini games they have. And then obviously, if you get the piggy bank, then you know the power to you. But obviously, at any point you go, okay, I want to stop. You know, it's basically that 10 that you're after. I'll grab the shield. Only what? Shield. You can see the shield's purpose there. It like keeps you from getting knocked. Get you. Dang you. Double shielding. Do not care for this. I will get you. You cannot ride. Yes, you cannot hide. What? Or can you? Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know. It don't matter now. Not quite Godzilla yet, but I'm like working my way to that. Well, I might as well be. Freaking Kong at this point. Boom. Alright. There's another 4x. And so, I mean, you can continuously go down that, but that's banana fight, more or less. Fortress takeover. Strategy for this is really straightforward. There's not really a whole lot to it. Basically, you're blue. You drag lines. You try to avoid this from happening if you can help it. Now we got blue. Try to upgrade this one right away. So now that we're throwing everything at it, it's gonna be kind of hard for it to win. That's pretty much how that works. And then it's just rinse, repeat, more or less. Which you can always do at faster paces, but that's Fortress Takeover. For impasse trials, for example, yeah, maybe I can show you. I don't know. Oh no, not yet. I still need more power. But the idea and principle is that basically you. I'll show you next video probably. And here you want to create a team, and then you want to basically build your best squad. So if you don't already, basically pick your best units, get your best heroes in slot. Right now, this is technically my best bet. And obviously, you want more fighters, hitters, basically shooters, hitters, and pilots than you want anything else. And that's really all there is to Operation Mutant as far as that is concerned. And then Great Train Race is kind of straightforward. I mean, this is basically protect and conquer. So you've got an enemy train and you got to defend your train, and then you'll flip around and then you'll attack their train. And that's really all there is to it. So in this case, we're attacking. So we gotta go stop them, and that's basically how this event works. As you can see, here they come down. And they're basically just going to attack here. There's not really a whole lot to it, as you can tell. And then you just gotta destroy their train. Do as much damage to the train as possible. Obviously, as they die, they'll spawn back at the camp, and then they'll come on over across. Basically, attempt to do the same thing that they just lost to earlier. Obviously, in my case, I'm pretty high level, so a lot of these guys are getting completely mollywopped every time they try to come across me. And that's just because I have a level 40. It makes a hell of a difference when you got tier 2 units and such. Even in the beginning levels, like it makes a huge difference. For me, getting this train durability to like nothing is not going to take that long. It's really not that bad. As you can tell, I'm like mollywopping each march. Again, we're just trying to knock down the score on the train as fast as we can. You can get military intel from time to time, so there's that. Like here you can see at any time I can just march or stop marching like this, but generally when you do, you just want to attack. Generally don't need to like here I know their squads are here, so I'm just gonna knock their squads out. You can train. Generally, you don't need to move, like, hit the attack on individual units, but you can strategize like a little bit here if you'd like. Of course, you can also obtain titles as you go down and acquire more points. As you can tell now that I'm mollywopping, I'm actually earning a lot of points because of that. But that's the train race. You know, that's basically all there is to it. You just want to try and kill it off before it gets to the end, which I don't know, we may not be able to. We're close, but we're not like all the way to 0 yet. Even though I've done all that damage, it's still not going down fast enough. Might be able to get it though, I don't know. You might get it. My only advice I can have for this really is just work on your hero pairs, have the highest tier possible, and then obviously if you don't need wall breakers, don't use them, you know, like generally the only thing that's gonna add value in these fights is gonna be your hitters, your shooters, and your pilots. And as you can tell, like we did a ton of damage. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, then you can rinse repeat, but that's that challenge. Now, for like treasure dig, I mean, again, the goal of treasure dig is not, it's nothing more than a time cruncher. And basically, you just want to rinse repeat. You'll get workers from time to time, like you can see here, and merge the workers together. And it'll occasionally activate your machines to get more. And then you can put your own heroes if they're high enough level. You can even use those. Like here, I can match that to get a level 6. Then I'll upgrade my foundry because the foundry is basically paying out dividends. Obviously, you know, if I wanted to upgrade like copper, for example, I could upgrade copper, upgrade aluminum, and that's just going to give you that much more. So it's often silly not to, at least for first couple of stages anyway. And eventually you'll get to the challenge, and then you can just fight the main boss, and that's nothing more than you sitting behind a fence and shooting the boss. That's really about all there is to treasure dig. It's really point blank pretty backwards. But something that I don't see a lot of like people talk about, and I don't know if they don't know about it, but basically if you go over to oh, let me see here, I'll show you. I think it's on a challenge. And remind me. Once in a while you'll actually get like a gold dig in here from time to time. Like right now there's Space Monkey. I mean, you can go into timeline mode and actually see what is going to be coming up. Like we got Relic Vault coming up, and I'll talk about relics when the relics actually come out tomorrow. Be able to kind of showcase a little bit more on that, and a little bit into Wheel of Fortune, Modified Mutants, and the Siege and Plunder events. But again, this is all the stuff that I've got access to right now. But more or less, that's everything you need to know as far as the challenges and all those events are concerned, and hopefully that helped you out. See you guys in the next video.